Hello everyone, this is the Fluidist Programmer. In this channel we are going to be discussing everything about building cool projects by using your coding skills, but also how to put these coding skills to work for you in order to get out from your 9-to-5 traditional job. In this video, I'm going to show you how to build your first website by using 3 files in just under 1 hour, so stay tuned till the end of the video so in that way you can know how to. For this website, you will need a text editor. I would recommend you to use Visual Studio Code, which is the one that I will be using on the video, and the 3 files are an HTML file, a CSS file, and a JavaScript file. If you are enjoying this video and you want to see more tutorials like this, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to Just for the Back channel. It will be a really huge help in order for me to bring more content to you. And now we will be going to the interesting part of the video. I will be showing you how to set up the Visual Studio Code as well as some extensions that will be really helpful for you in order to continue with this lesson. Let's go to the monitor. Okay guys, so now that we are on our screen monitor, we'll be needing to use a browser. In this case I will be using Google Chrome, but you can use the one of your choice. So we just click on it, and then I will be typing on the Google browser Visual Studio Code. We will be clicking on the first match, in this case of the Visual Studio Code official page. Then we'll be clicking on downloads. According to the operating system that you'll be using, it's the option that you'll be choosing here. In my case, as you may see, I am on Windows 10, so I will be choosing this one. But if you guys are on any kind of Linux distribution or Mac OS, yeah, you just gotta click on these ones. Once you have the file downloaded, you just double click on it, and then you'll be proceeding to the installation guide. You just click on next, and you'll be having the Visual Studio Code ready for building your first website application. Okay guys, so now that we already have installed Visual Studio Code, in this case I already have it on the taskbar here, we are going to create a folder in the location of your choice. In my case I will be doing here on the desktop, so I just do is right click and new folder, and my first website. You can put the name that you want, and then yeah, we'll be going to Visual Studio Code. In this case I have it here, and we'll be opening that folder from here. All we do is just click on file, open folder. In my case it's on the desktop, so I go to desktop, my first website, choose the folder. Now okay, yeah, so this is the first time that I'm opening, so yeah. So now that we are here, we need these 3 files that I mentioned. So the first one is going to be index.html. The second one will be styles.css, and the third one will be script.js. So it's important to know that in order for us to see the website up and running, we need a specific extension. So inside of Visual Studio Code, we can use extensions in order to provide additional functionalities that the in this case the editor doesn't have inbuilt native. So all we need to do is just click on here when it says extensions, and then in this case we are looking for an extension that is called live server. So it's this one here. I already have installed, but all you guys do is just type live server. It will be the first match. As you see here, you'll be having this, click on install, you just click on it, and then yeah, it will be installed the extension on your text editor environment. Once we have that, yeah, we can continue with the next steps. Now that we have installed the live server, we can continue with our first website application. So all we need to do now is go to the index.html, and we will be typing the exclamation mark. So as you see here, I will be getting a match that says Emmet abbreviation. You just click enter on it, and what this is just doing is opening format skeleton for our HTML5. We need this skeleton in order for us to build the website. So that's why we are using it. And this Emmet abbreviation are like shortcuts that we can use in order to get a first boilerplate or some structures that we need in order to program, in this case, or coding. Once we have this, we'll be doing some tweaks. So we want to have a title for our website. So instead of document here, we can type the title that we want. In this case, it could be welcome to my first website. And then we need to reference the CSS file. The CSS file will be in charge of giving styles, in this case, for the UI appearance of the website. So all we do here is create a link tag. I will be using also the Emmet abbreviations you see here. And what I do here is reference the styles.css file that we have here on the root folder. So what I would do here is just put styles.css. So in this way, it will be loading the configuration that we'll be setting later on the styles.css. After this, we want to put a body or information for our first website. So we will be using certain tags for this. So we'll be typing header. Inside of the header, I'll be using an h1 tag. This h1 tag is for putting titles. We have from h1 to a6, from the lower to the, in this case, to the maximum one, which is 6. It will be the sizes. So h1 in this case is the biggest one. So I will be putting welcome to my first website. Okay, so now we have that, and then we'll be using a p tag in this case, which is for paragraph. And yeah, you can put anything that you want. In my case, I will be typing, hi, I am learning how to code, and this is my first website. Yeah, let's put it like that. And then since we want the user to be interacting with something, let's add a tag that will be for interaction, in this case a button, so the user can click on the button, and the button will have a name of, which would say click me. There it is. And for the last, in order for us to have interaction, so in that way we can add, let's say, animations or events that will be triggering by certain elements here. In this case, for the button, we need to add the script.js. In this case, is a JavaScript file, but we'll be adding that JavaScript file to the end of the body tag, because in that way we will be letting the website to load everything that we have from the top to the bottom, and the last will be the JavaScript file, in this case the script. If you get all these matches, it's because I'm using GitHub Copilot, so I can show you later how to use that extension that is completely free too. So now what we do is just setting the script here and then putting a source, so to reference the script file, and I will type here is script.js. As you see here, yeah, I already got the match. Okay, so now we'll be going to the styles.css file. So now let's go to the styles.css file. So in that way, we'll be giving some UI appearance to the website that we are building. So let's go there. And now, yeah, we'll be typing. The browsers by default give some styles to certain elements. So I will be doing here is declaring some resets. So in that way, they won't be interfering to the properties that we'll be assigning for our code. So as you see here, I'm referencing to the tags that we previously set on the HTML file. So we have here the body. We'll be giving a margin of 0, a font family of Arial, and in the case if it is not Arial, sans serif. Okay, yeah, let's delete this. Later, we'll be setting a background color of white. So we can put here number white. Oh no, yeah, just put white. We will be assigning a color, which is for the font color to be black. A text align. So as the name suggests, this is for setting the text to be on a certain direction. In this case, we wanted to be set on the center. We want to display flex. This is for containers. We want to flex direction to be column. We want to justify content to be center. And all we are doing here is declaring that the body will be a container, which is a flex with a text align center, a flex direction to be column. It could be row 2, or just with a justified content to be on the center. So when we see the website at the end, you will see that all our content inside of the body will be on the center of the web page. Now, the last thing that we need to do inside of the body tag is set a height of 100 view height, and this is for taking the whole space of the browser. It doesn't matter if it is on computer monitor, cell phone, tablet, etc. Now we'll be going to the headers tag that we have here, this one. So let's go back to the styles. And as you see here, by putting these slashes, we can declare comments. So this will be helping us in order to have a better organization and structure on our files. And also if we are, I don't know, like coding on a thing or something, it's good to have comments. So in that way, the other engineers know what you are doing too. And it's like a really good help. So for the header right now, we'll be setting a max width of 600 pixels, and then margin 0 and auto. So in this way, we'll be setting the margin to be 0 horizontally and also vertically too. Well, on the auto, vertically, that means that it will be taking the center according to the available space that you have on the area. And we'll be setting a padding of 20 pixels. That's it. Later, we'll be giving styles to the button. So we can put here button styling. And now button. Now with the button, we'll be setting a background color to be blue, a color for the font size, for the font to be white, a border of none. By default, the buttons have a border to be set by the browser, so that's why we are setting to be none. So in that way we can add our own styles as we are doing. We'll be giving a padding. So this is for the box model of 12 pixels and 24 pixels. So this means that horizontally and vertically, it will be having these two properties, measurements. Then we'll be setting a font size of 16 pixels, a border radius of 8 pixels, cursor pointer. This cursor pointer means that as soon as the user hover on the button, he will be seeing like a small home. You will see once we have the website up and running. And then a transition. This transition is for kind of animations, and we'll be setting a transition for the background color of 0.03 and is. And now when we have the button on hover, the hover effect means that the user has the cursor, this one that we have here, at the top of the button. So in that way we will be setting a background, and the background color will be changing to another one. So in this case, if we want to see the difference, let's do one of the inbuilt colors that we have here, like dark salmon, for example. Okay, so now we have all that we need for the styles.css. The last thing that we need right now is giving some interaction on the JavaScript file that we'll be doing in a sec. Now we are going to be coding on the scripts.js file, so in that way we can give some interaction to our website. So let's go to the script.js file, and now we will be typing some stuff. So the first comment that I will be adding here is grab the button by its ID. What this means is the JavaScript file in this case will allow us to give certain events to the elements that we have on the HTML structure. So everything that we will be doing here is declaring a variable, in this case that is button, and then we will be typing document dot get element by ID, and the ID in this case can be my button. So now that we want here is to reference that button that we have on the HTML5. So as the name suggests here, we need to get that element by ID. So we need to declare that ID of my button that I will be copying here on the button that we have on the HTML5. So here on the button, we declare a property that is called ID, and we will be giving the value of my button. So in this way, throughout the script.js file, I'm able to get that button element here and do what we are about to do right now. So now that we have the button, the next thing that we need to do is add a click event, which is an event listener. So we do here is type button dot add event listener. So the event that we are looking for to listen is the click event. So we put it here. And then for the second parameter, we'll be setting a function. And this function on the content will be giving an alert. So we will be typing alert, as you see here, suggested by our body GitHub Copilot. We put an alert. We can put something like, hello world, this is my first interactive website. Awesome, guys. So as you see here, we have the button. We already added the click event listener. So now we are just one step away to get this website up and running on the browser. I just realized that I made a small mistake here and I put 3 T's on the button. So instead of 2, let's just remove 1 T. So in that way, we are making sure that we are referencing to the button that we have here and we are adding correctly the event listener with the click with the alert. Once we fix this small issue, let's go to the index.html, make a right click, and then click on the option of the open with live server. This live server was the extension that we installed previously, so just click on it, and this will be opening the browser, and also we will be able to see our HTML file. As you see here, we get a pretty good looking page for our website. We get the document title, as you see here, that says on the top, welcome to my first website. We have the H1 tag that says, welcome to my first website. We have the paragraph tab, the P tag that says, hi, I'm learning how to code and this is my first website. And for the last, we have the button with the click me. If I hover over the button, as you see, it changed the background color to the other one that we set on the styles.css file. And also we have the border radius on each corner of the button, as you see, rounded. If I click on the button, as we did over the script file, it will be triggering an alert. It will be popping up a model with the message that we previously set on the JavaScript file that says, hello world, this is my first interactive website. So that's all the website, guys. Congratulations. I hope to see you on the next video. Thank you very much, guys. If you follow along, you search your first website under 1 hour. That's a really big step towards a better future for you. Congratulations. Thank you very much and see you in the next video. Bye.